give a big iTalk FM welcome to Mr. Ben Greer. Good morning, Ben. How are you?
Good morning. How are you? I'm good, thanks very much. Yourself?
I'm very good, thank you. But aren't you tired?
Well, I had a half day yesterday, so I'm not too bad, really. And my good friend Chris has just cooked me breakfast, so I'm well stoked for today.
Oh, wow.
We've got a bit... Yeah.
Well, can you tell our listeners what you're doing? I mean, I briefly gave them a lowdown of what you're doing, but it's always better to hear it from the person who's doing it.
Yeah, absolutely, no problem. Well, I'm an ex-Chinook crewman, and I did 6 tours in Afghanistan in my last 4 years of service, which ended 2 years ago. And one of the main roles of the Chinook out in Afghanistan was to, and still is casualty evacuation. So that's the link, really. I'm walking a mile for every member of British Armed Service personnel to have died in Afghanistan since 2001. That's 441 miles presently. I'm doing that, though, to simulate casualty evacuation from the battlefield, like with 100 kilos on my back. And I'm doing it in 100 different locations around the UK. This is the number 40th location today. I'm in a field at the back of Aberystwyth at the moment. And yeah, just doing it to raise money, really, for those that have lost loved ones, really, and try and raise awareness as well. And show them a bit of love, to be honest. Looking to do the last mile between the Cenotaph and Buckingham Palace on the 21st of July, if anybody fancies coming along. So anyway, yeah, that's what I'm up to, really.
And so far, according to your website, you've managed to raise £9,271.42.
Yeah, I think it's even a little bit more than that, to be honest. Yeah, it's picking up all the time. I think we must be closer to 10 grand, to be honest. So, yeah, we're getting there.
Wonderful stuff. Excellent. And you've walked how many miles? Because it says here that you've walked 170.8 miles. Is that correct, or have you walked more?
I think that's probably about right. I haven't done the maths, so it's 39 times 4.41, whatever that is. It's too early in the morning over here to be sorting that out.
So, aren't you aching? Aren't you tired after all these miles? I mean, you've got the equivalent of 100 kilos, that's 16 stone, on your back.
Yeah, no, I have been pretty tired. As I say, I had a half day yesterday, so I only did 4.41 miles yesterday, so that was a bit of a reprieve. But I've got 2 fairly hefty days coming up now, and where I'm doing 8.82 miles. But today as well, I'm driving about 7 hours between the different places to be able to facilitate it. The whole idea of doing it in 100 different places around the UK is so that those that want to flex in and show their respect for the fallen can just rock up and have a look on a website and join in. Really, that's the whole idea, if they want to.
And have you had many people turn out to see you already?
There's been a few, yeah. It's been a bit hit and miss, but it's early days, as I say. So this thing's running till sort of July the 21st, and hopefully it'll gather a bit of momentum, especially when good people like yourself are giving us a bit of airtime, really, for a bit of awareness. That's absolutely brilliant. So thank you very much for that.
You're very, very welcome. My next question is, when did you start?
It was March the 13th or 14th it started, so yeah, it's going to be a long slog.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And people can actually come and walk a mile with you, can't they?
Absolutely, yeah. The whole idea is to create a bit of a focal point whereby the British public can show their respect for those that had lost loved ones and the respect for the fallen by either walking a mile, liking it on Facebook at the Big Lift page, following us on Twitter at the Big Lift 2013 if you're into that sort of thing, or going on the website and buy a T-shirt or a hoodie or make a donation. But the whole idea is that you don't have to give money to express anything if you want to express it or show support. And merely liking it on Facebook or whatever is all great for the stats and a great boost. So that's the idea. I mean, where we get people to coordinate in an area, it can make a massive difference from me walking around in an area on my own with a massive weight on my back, just looking like some sort of weirdo, with nobody explaining what I'm doing, to having an area coordinator where I think Grimsby we picked up £1,000 from a day from one afternoon from walking around with the right people. So that's what's the whole idea is create an opportunity for anybody that wants to get involved. The platform's already there for them to get a grip of, really. So, yeah, that's the idea.
And I know you say this is for the men and women who lost their lives over there in Afghanistan, but it's easy for people to walk away from that kind of thing, isn't it? So what actually motivated you to do this, to honour these men and women?
I think because when I left the military, it was amazing to think how disconnected people were from what was going on the front line. When I sat in my flat that I'd organised, just the first time I'd settled up since leaving the military, I sat in my flat in North Norfolk with all my nice furniture and this, that and the other that I just bought and stuck in it. And I thought, you know what? Nobody seems to appreciate the reason why we can do all this. And it's and those that have laid down their lives, and there's those that have gone a little bit further just to look after those that are left at home. Well, I think they deserve a bit of respect, really. And I thought I'd bring it to people's attention, to be honest. Had an awful lot, well, I do 10 days on, 10 days off work at the moment. So during my 10 days off, I can either sit in my flat and do nothing, or I can come out and do something and try and make people aware of, what people have actually done. And the whole thing is, it's not political, it's not religious, it's just pro those that are going a little bit further and are willing to go a little bit further, and that's all it's about. I was just shocked at the lack of awareness of what people actually do on the front line and the complete disconnect. So I just wanted to sort of bring it to people's attention, really.
But that's the problem, isn't it? When something doesn't affect us immediately, we don't actually understand it, so we can't relate to it, so we feel detached from it.
Yeah, absolutely. But, if I can bring a bit more awareness, then that's great.
Well, I tell you what, you're a hero in my eyes. I couldn't do what you're doing. I could walk it, but not with 100 kilos on my back. No chance. No chance whatsoever. You're already a hero in my eyes, and I'm sure that our iTalk FM listeners out there would agree. So we wish you all the very, very best of luck. Is there anything else you'd like our listeners to know? Anything that you'd like to say as final comments or anything? No, just keep an eye out for us, and if you fancy supporting in any way, it'd obviously be very, very well received. If you want to go to the Big Lift website, which is www.thebiglift.co.uk, and get involved, then feel free. We'd love to have you along in any way, shape or form. So, and have a great day. Wait, where are you going to be today?
Aberystwyth. We're in Aberystwyth this morning, and then got probably about a 3.5 hour journey with a caravan behind me to get to Bangor this afternoon. So towing my home behind me now.
And where are you going to be tomorrow? Yeah.
Tomorrow we are going to be in Shrewsbury in the morning, 10 o'clock, and Stafford in the afternoon. All the details and events are on the website on the events page, including the actual start points. If you get a chance to come along, then that'd be absolutely brilliant.
Perfect. Well, what I've done is I've already posted your link to the website on our iTalk FM Breakfast Show page, so that our listeners can just go over there and click on it. Well, Ben, once again, you're my hero, I must admit. Congratulations to you, and I really, really, really hope it goes well. And if I can scootle over to the UK before you actually finish, then I'll come and walk a mile with you.
Well, okay. That'd be amazing.
All right, then. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Have a great day. Cheers, Algerina. Take care.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye. Take care.
Bye-bye. Bye.